Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Fat Boys. Well, today we have another car for you to enjoy. This is my family member's car. This
Daddy
is
car.
My dad's car.
Daddy, pinjam kereta.
He bought the car back in 2019. His car is actually a VW
Touran 1.4
DSG.
Okay guys, this is actually the second MPV that we have done so far. So far only other hatchback, sedan, then so this one another MPV for us. I think this is the better one. Not being biased, but yeah. Actually, backstory to this, his dad was from a Suzuki APV.
That was a shitty car.
Big ass car. Oops. He wanted to change to Proton Exora.
Yeah.
But he ended up with this instead lah, which is good lah. A lot of difference different world between these two cars. So Muhammad,
yeah. So this is a 2011 Volkswagen Touran. It shares the same platform as the VW Golf Mark 6. So yeah, I guess that's a good platform to base on. The power is about 170 and the torque is about 200 Newton-meters of torque. So I guess in the MPV world, that numbers is significantly higher than others on the road, his competitors.
And the road tax is cheap also lah, because it's 1.4 mah.
Yeah. So my dad has been using it for about a year plus. This car still has another year to go, less than a year to go before the COE ends. He has faced no problems with the DSG so far. Fingers crossed lah. So far nothing. So I think it's of all the cars that he had, right, all the cars that he owned, I really personally like this one. Not because of the biases that I'm driving a VW2. No, it's because this car is, for its age, the quality of the build quality of the car is still quite good. You know, everything is still intact. The drive is superb for an MPV. You don't feel that lag. Later we will show you the difference for this car compared to other MPVs.
Okay, this car on SG Kamat, if you check COE car, not PAF one, depreciation range from 5,000 to 8,000. Got a few lah, sport one what lah, but I think it's about there lah. I think mostly is the same lah. So you see the price?
Yeah.
Should I have bought that? Should I have bought that?
Well, I leave it to you to decide what you want to buy. Well, we can only influence, we can only advise. But like Dan said, the depreciation is makes sense for you to buy this
very
car.
affordable.
Okay, you all might say that the car is not as reliable as a Toyota because it is not a Toyota. Okay, you cannot compare. It's not an apple to an apple thing. Okay, Toyota is made to last. It has less comfort. You know, it is priced lower. You know, at the expense of some other things. So Volkswagen cars or newer cars, other models are known for their own speciality.
Yes.
Yeah,
Volkswagen has the performance factor in all these cars lah. So you compare MPV, we are comparing to the Wish, right? This one performance wise confirm tiok win dia lah.
Yeah.
Enjoyability, drive all sure enjoy right? Win lah.
Yeah, it's all not a bit of roses for the VW lah. I have to admit that this is a 2011 model. The interior does look a bit dated. There's no reverse camera. There's no touch screen. Although you can do your own modifications to it lah. But stock wise, it doesn't come with a reverse camera. There's no touch screen, like I said. No Bluetooth connectivity.
Android player masuk settle.
Yeah, you can little things that you can just add on to make it perfect lah. Okay, so with that being said, we'll go for a drive and we will advise you that this car is probably one of the best common sense car to buy for families. Let's go. Alright, now we are driving the car on the streets of Singapore. So if you can tell by the raindrops on the back that it's raining right now, so we just want to emphasize that rain or shine, we do the review for you. Like real only, yeah. So initial impression driving the car, it's a DSG gearbox lah. So there's the Go compared to the 1.4 turbo. There's you don't have to worry about getting off the lines. You're not going to be the last lah.
Confirm first.
Not the first lah. Probably one of the first few lah. There's that competitive spirit picking up from the traffic light.
Okay, as a passenger, I feel spacious. See, look in the video around me. So much space, yeah. See, so much space around me. My head looks small. Shook ah. The car feels spacious and airy. I think got big windows ah. That's why it feels like very airy ah. The rear, I should touch on the rear seats ah. The rear seats, second row, is actually three individual seats. So that means definitely confirm chop 3 people can sit at the back.
Yeah.
And it also can be taken out lah if you need more space for cargo. You can take out the middle row seats and fold down the rear seats. Talking about that, I should touch on the rear boot space with all the seats up 121 liters. I believe should be about the same or maybe slightly more than the Toyota Wish, the one that I knocked my head on the board. With the seats folded down to 700 liters. Very big.
And the last row of the seats, right, I think it's the same like the Wish lah. If you have small kids, at most teenagers lah, you probably can fit them, but not too fat boys lah. Maybe a bit squeezy at the back. But the center row is wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of room inside there. The only minus point is the boot space, and the third row lah is a bit cramped. But then again, it is a compact MPV.
So actually MPV all like that. It's either you want to fit full load all passengers, or if you need more boot space, then just 5 of you lah. So how's the power?
I think if I'm not wrong, I could be wrong on this. So what I think this is the older version of the 1.4, which is the twin charge. So I feel that this has more power than my Golf. What I found on the net was it has, like I said, 170 horsepower. I could be wrong, because I couldn't get the exact figures. We tried to find the numbers, but we couldn't find the exact figures. It's about 170 and the torque is about 200. So it's the horsepower on paper is more than my Golf. So I also feel that bit more power coming from this car, but what I know of from my VW friends is that the older generation, the twin charge ones, has a bit more problems with the engine. They're a bit more complicated, so that's why the VW changed it back to the single charge, only the turbo charge, not supercharge. So yeah, that's one minor bad point about the car lah. It's a bit the engine has a bit some problems, so you might have to check it out, get it fully serviced, and check with your mechanic before you consider buying one lah.
Or safe to say, just buy the single charge lah. Should be better lah.
Should be.
Power will be more than enough lah. Anyway, how's the fuel consumption? What did Daddy tell you?
Daddy tells me it's about 15 to 16 liters per kilometer. So not bad. He drives. He stays in the east and he drives all the way to central part of Singapore for work every day. So a full tank of petrol lasts him about a week and a half. So yeah, I think it's not bad.
It's a big tank,
yeah.
60 liters I think, but considering can go 1 week and a half, right? That means confirm good already.
Yeah, probably Daddy is a light filter also lah. So on the topic of NVH, noise, vibration, harshness, noise, I believe the car is not noisy.
Not noisy lah.
You can only hear the tire.
Yeah, got tires lah. Can be better lah. I was expecting more from a VW. I mean, coming from not being biased or what lah, I was expecting more from VW, but it's good, but it can be better. I think his car more silence VIP.
Yeah,
this one got a bit
probably the age also lah.
Probably the age, yeah.
The age of the car is 9 years old. I think it's still in good condition lah.
Yeah, it's good. It's nothing to complain. It's just that we have to be honest lah.
Correct.
Then vibration wise, everything still intact. Yeah. Volkswagen I feel quality cars, because I do help him install stuff on his cars also I feel that like Japanese cars, right, you can just tarik, pop, there they find the lubang already. Volkswagen everything intact, not easy to go and take out everything.
Yeah. So probably that's why everything still is in place. The buttons are still won't be dropping off anytime soon.
Nothing is rattling inside.
Yeah, correct. Nothing is rattling. And harshness, as this is an MPV, right? I think, like Dan said, it could be better. Probably again due to his age of the car, due to the age of the car, it could be better. But there is a bit the vibration and the harshness is a bit hard lah. Probably because of older shocks in the car. Probably
not a deal breaker lah. Maybe I expecting too much but it's okay. It's not like unbearable kind of thing. It's okay.
So if you ferrying your family, right, your kids or your mother-in-law or whoever, I believe they will be travelling in comfort lah.
Yeah, of course.
Because of the the ride not being so harsh, I think it's pretty comfortable to be in the back. For you driving also, I think you will love the experience. For those DSG haters, for those VW haters, right, you have to try it lah. Give it a try, So because it's a totally different way of driving, it's a totally different gearbox. You have to fully understand the gearbox to appreciate the car. Yeah, because with any car, if you take good care of it, it will take good care of you. So I think that this DSG or Conti cars in general need more tender love and care lah.
You cannot hate on the dual clutch transmission because you see Hyundai coming out with it, Kia coming out with it, Honda already has it, the Volkswagen all this. So it's becoming more common. It's just about how you get used to it, and hopefully how they improve the technology in the reliability wise.
Touching on the dual clutch transmission thing, right, like I said earlier in the previous video, you have to understand the gearbox. Think of it as a manual car.
Hey wait, Nissan Qashqai 1.3 turbo got DCT coming already. Singapore don't know have or not.
So you see, with these DCTs becoming more common, right, it's not a normal gearbox. So if you happen to buy one, to own one, you have to understand the mechanics of it, how to drive it, what not to do. So it's basically a manual gearbox. If you have a Class 3 license, you probably understand this better. If you're you took your license on the what 3A. 3A, then probably you need more research lah, you know. Yeah, but you have to understand the basics of it.
It's a manual gearbox with a computer controlling it for you lah, the clutch engagement and all this. Okay guys, to conclude this video, I do a quick one. I think young families, young daddies with small kids, power, I should have bought this, yeah. Enjoy the power.
Yeah, like what then I said, we were just discussing this off camera before we recorded this. I would get it, you know. If I were to buy it, the last row of the seats I will fold it down just to have more boot space for me, and my kids can be at the back enjoying the space at the back. It's practical. It's one last I forgot to mention is that this car had a 5-star Euro NCAP safety rating.
Very safe.
Yeah, so as daddies, you know, we want the best for kids. You know, we want them to be in a safe car. We don't want them to be in a Milo tin. Okay, but still, you know, we want them to have the best lah. So having a 5-star Euro NCAP rating gives me a peace of mind also while they're in the car. So conclusion, I don't see a lot of people driving private hire using this car.
Yeah,
but they should
consider it. But you have to keep in mind the reliability issue, because also this is the older ESG Yeah,
doable. Yeah, but bear in mind, this is not a Toyota. It's not bulletproof.
If it's rental, okay bro, can correct. Anything go back to shop, bro. If your own one, then you must carefully
factor in those facts. Yeah, because the parts are generally more expensive since it's imported further from
but I heard
country.
now also not that because a lot more workshops are doing this lah. Now it's becoming more common so it's quite competitive, but still a big chunk of money is going to go out lah if it goes down.
Yep, true. I agree with Dan. So private hire is doable. Yeah. Families, I would strongly suggest this.
Yes.
If you are a daddy with that spirited driving still in you lah. If you have that spirited driving still in you, I suggest you take this. If not, you'll be driving the Wish and I'm like, you know, give me that
boring
that boring face, you know, and then you're like, sending the kids, you know. With this is like, alright, I gotta send the kids, and then to send my wife, and then to work, you know. You get that joy. Life, you only live once, so you know, make the best of what you can. This is one alternative for MPV that you can consider lah. Yeah. So then, any last words?
I should have put this, I know lah. Okay guys, I think that should be all for today. Thanks again for watching. I like to see the comments coming in. The guy with the selfie can put motorbike. Got photo or not?
Yeah, we want to see
to see your photo.
And the guy who wants that Type R, you know,
we're still getting there. We try.
We're trying. So to add on what Dan has said, if you saw our Facebook post recently, we have collaborated with one of rental car company. So officially we are in collaboration with them. So thank God, you know, we are moving forward. We are getting there. We are not there, but we are getting there, you know. So we need your support in order for us to achieve more. We need you all to subscribe,
hit the like button, share the word around. Okay, we are not only focusing on COE cars now. As you can see, my car's video already out, Safi's car video already out. We are doing CHR, I guess.
Yes,
we are doing CHR, and we are getting into other cars as well just to
get the word around,
and give you guys our point of view of these cars lah. Okay,
thank you. We'll see you on the next episode.
Where's the camera side? This side. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. See you again.
Bye. Peace.